In the heart of Mushin, where the streets never sleep and life is lived one hustle at a time, a woman did something nobody understood. She gave food to a stranger who didn't speak to anyone. Even though he didn't say thank you, she didn't stop. He just took it and left. People laughed at her. They called her foolish. But she continued until the day the police showed up. Mama Keji was well known in the area, not because she had plenty, but because she worked hard. She sold Akara and roasted corn beside a noisy junction near an old post office building. Her stall was nothing fancy, just a pan, a few stools, and a sack of charcoal. But it kept her and her 8-year-old daughter, Temi, alive. Temi had been sick for weeks, a stubborn cough that worsened at night. The nurse said it was a chest infection, but the treatment was over 17,000 naira. Money she didn't have. They lived in a one-room zinc shack. Rain came in through the roof. Mosquitoes came in through the window. But Mama Keji never complained. She always finds a way to keep hopes alive. Every day she woke up and hustled for her child, Temi. One evening, she couldn't help but notice a stranger. He came quietly, a tall, slim man in dirty clothes, face unshaven, shoes are barely holding together. He never asked for help. He just stood near her stall every evening. Mama Keji, on instinct, offered him 2 pieces of Akara. He didn't say a word. He only nodded, took the food, and walked away. The next day he came again, and again, and again. By day 3, people started talking. That woman Dande Crazo, she dey feed beggar while her pickin' dey sick? God forbid. Some customers stopped buying from her. Her sales dropped. Even her neighbor told her, "You are too soft. That's why life dey use you play." But Mama Keji didn't stop. She fed the man every day for a week. Temi's cough grew louder. Her body is weaker. She could barely sit up. That evening, Mama Keji had only 400 naira and a few leftover Akara. She looked at her sleeping daughter. Then she looked at the man, waiting across the road as usual. Her chest tightened, but she still took 2 Akara, wrapped them, and handed them to him. The man nodded, said nothing, and left. By the 7th day, things were bad. She hadn't sold enough to even buy beans. All she had left was 1 small roasted corn, saved for herself. The man came again. She looked at him, and then at Temi's sleeping body inside the room. She didn't speak. She just handed him the last corn. He took it, nodding as usual, and disappeared into the night. That night, Mama Keji didn't sleep. Temi's fever had returned, fast breathing, burning skin. At 5 a.m., she decided that if nothing changed, she'd carry Temi to the general hospital, beg them if she had to. She stepped outside, tied her wrapper, and whispered a prayer to God. Then she heard it. At first, just noise, a low rumble, then sirens. Loud and sharp, getting closer. It was 3 police vans, 1 black SUV, and they were coming down her street. People scattered. "Police Don Lando, who dem dey find? He be like say dem come for Mama Keji." Her heart sank as the van stopped right in front of her. 2 police officers came down. "Are you the one who sells Akara here?" Yes, sir," she stammered. "Come, we need to ask you some questions," one of the officers said. Her hands shook. She thought maybe it was about the man. Maybe he stole something. Maybe she was in trouble. The black SUV door opened, and surprisingly, the man stepped out. But this time, he looked completely different. Clean haircut, sharp suit, shining shoes, no dirt, no silence. He walked toward her. One of the officers asked, "Is this the woman?" The man nodded. Mama Keji began to cry. "I swear, I didn't do anything. I just gave him food. That's all." Then the man smiled. "Mama Keji, you're not in trouble," he said. "My name is Chuka Okoya. I work with a foundation. We've spent the last month searching Lagos for people who still have a good heart. People who give, not for attention, not for reward, but out of kindness. You fed me when you had nothing, and you didn't stop." He signaled to the van. The back doors opened. Inside were bags of food, packaged medicine, and a thick brown envelope. She was given access to a brand new food stall setup and a small team of doctors. "This is for you," he said. And for Temi, Mama Keji collapsed to her knees, crying into her wrapper. Neighbors who once mocked her were now clapping. Even grown men wiped their eyes. Within a week, Temi's health improved. Her cough stopped, her cheeks rounded again. Mama Keji's new stall stood proudly at the front of the market, painted bright yellow. The sign above read, Keji's Corner, made with love. Customers returned. Strangers came from other parts of Lagos just to buy from her. And Chuka? Although he didn't come back, every few weeks, someone from his team would check in, always with more supplies. Sometimes the person you help today might be the reason your life changes tomorrow. Real kindness doesn't go viral, but it never goes unseen. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll, like, share, and subscribe to AfroKingdom. We bring you real stories with real lessons, straight from the soul of Africa. Every tale carries truth, hope, and wisdom. Join the tribe. Let's keep our stories alive.